Hey guys, I'm back up with a new video today, and today's topic is going to be a parakeet Q&A. I haven't uploaded it in a while, so I just decided might as well just do a Q&A on parakeets. So without further ado, let's just get started. Okay, so for the first question, do you have any birds? The answer to that is yes. I have two parakeets, a male and a female, and they're both green. Okay, so these are my two birds here. The one on the left is Goodgie, and the other one on the door is Squishy, and he was kind of scared when I came to put my camera up to the cage. Now he's trying to find a way to get back up to a perch. Hey, birdie. He's kind of scared at the moment. The female is 5.5 years old, and the male, I think, is a little bit less than a year old. Next question. What made you like birds in the first place? Well, here's the thing. I'm allergic to dogs, and I used to love dogs a lot. And I was really sad on the fact that I couldn't have a dog or I couldn't be around them because I was allergic to them. I know there are also like non-allergenic dogs out there, but you know. And later on, my parents got me a parakeet. And later on, I actually fell in love with them. So here we go. I love parakeets now. Third question, what should I look for in a parakeet? Well, when I go to the pet store, I look for a few things. The main thing I do look for, besides like the parakeet's color, you know, lots of people, you know, they want the green bird, the blue bird, the yellow bird, and all that crazy stuff. I generally look at the way it interacts with the other birds. So if the bird seems like active, it's chirping, you know, it's happy and stuff, then that's generally the bird I want to get. But if the bird's like in the corner, it's all quiet, it's not socializing and all that crazy stuff, that's not my type of bird. Some people might like quiet birds because, you know, they don't like a lot of noise, but I honestly like to hear them chirp, so I like to go with the loud bird. But I mean, also sometimes you have to watch out if they're sick too, so sometimes the quiet bird in the corner or the one at the bottom of the cage could be sick, and you do not want to buy the sick parakeet. Another thing I look for is the feathers. You want the feathers to be like, you know, totally flat and clean. Like, they shouldn't be like really messed up or like super ruffled. Because it could show, because they might not be really healthy at that point. You know, I know sometimes birds or feathers get all messed up and stuff, but it generally goes back to being neat again. It shouldn't be like all like messed up, because if it is, then something could be going wrong. Next question. What are your birds' names? So if you were wondering why in the first question I did not mention the names of my birds, it was because my fourth question asked what are the names of your birds. So to answer that question, my female parakeet, her name is Goodgie, which you guys might know. And then my other male bird is Squishy. Next question. Where in the house should I put my bird cage? Generally, I like to put it where there's like lots of light, because, you know, parakeets don't want to be put in a dark space. I mean, don't put them in like a dark room, a closet, the basement, if it's like all dark in there and stuff. Your parakeet does not want to be in those dark places. Neither would you. So don't put them in those places. You know, parakeets like to be in an area where there are people, there's noise and stuff, because they're social birds. You know, they don't want to be put in an isolated area when there's like no one there, you know. So if you've got, you know, an area with lots of light, put it next to a big window, you know, maybe a sunroom, I guess, but, you know, put them in a place where there's generally people, there's lots of light, you know, where they can be happy. Okay, how can I maintain healthy and happy birds? Well, make sure you clean the cage regularly, feed them, make sure their water's not contaminated, and make sure their area that they're in, so maybe like the room or something, isn't like totally dirty. Also, like I said in the last question, make sure you put them in a good spot around people where they can be happy, you know, chirp and stuff. Maybe put on the radio for them. I don't know, you know, at least they like noise. So I generally like, I like the noise. So. What colored parakeets do you prefer the most? Well, I honestly do not care. When I go to buy a parakeet, I don't really look for the color. But if I were to get a parakeet, I'd probably get like a blue bird. But I generally look at the social aspect of the parakeet, so I choose the parakeet, the most social bird out there. That's generally how I do it. But yeah, if I were to choose by color, I'd get a blue parakeet. That's just my favorite color. But, I don't discriminate against parakeets. I like the blue birds, the green birds, the yellow birds. I like all different types of colors of parakeets. It doesn't really matter to me. When are parakeets able to start breeding? So, generally, they are able to start breeding at 6 months. But they shouldn't actually be allowed to start breeding until 10 months. Number 9. How many birds have you had in total? Well, the first 2 birds I had was when I was like real little. So I had 2 birds then. And then, let's see, hang on. I had my 1 bird. Maybe like 7 or 8. Because at one time I did have 6 parakeets. So, and eventually they started, going. So, yeah, at one time I did have 6. But maybe in total 7 or 8 parakeets. Or maybe 9 now because of Squishy, but, And next question, do you like loud birds or quiet birds? Well, I've already said in this Q&A, I like loud birds. I like to hear the birds chirp. It makes me feel good. When I hear a quiet bird, it just, When you hear the birds chirp, it just lightens the mood, It just makes me happy. See the fact that they're happy as well. So thanks for watching today's video. I hope that you enjoyed it and maybe even learned something from it. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!